Crazy cat lady.
Just came here to share my story. Not overly long, but creepy nonetheless. I'm a 21-year-old female with a young son. I live in a small town where not a lot happens, but the usual drug dealers, and though it's usually just pot, you tend to steer clear. While I was home alone one night, I was just getting ready to prepare dinner for my child and I. My partner is out of town, and not being too worried, I had the curtains open and door unlocked. I'm busy getting myself ready, utensils, ingredients, etc., when I hear a knock on the door, followed by a croaky cough. I answer the door. Usually it's just older ladies wanting to talk about Jesus and their religion. Standing at the door is a middle-aged lady with long black hair. She's on the larger side, but looks unkempt and definitely like she's on something. I ask if she's okay, and she starts full-blown yelling. "How dare you let your cat roam? He got my cat pregnant, and now I have a kitten to feed and I can't afford smokes." I'm just blown away and barely mutter an excuse before she continues to go off her nut. "Your cat got my cat pregnant and you need to give me money to feed it." I politely inform her that my male cat is desexed and never wanders. He does use the toilet outside, but always comes in after he's done. I shut the door and lock it. I hear a thug at the door, thinking she's just kicked it, and up the driveway she walks, ranting about stupid sluts. Once I'm sure she's gone, I open the door for my persistent puppy, who keeps sniffing and whining because I assume he needs to wee. But at the door is a tiny kitten. Crazy cat lady, let's never meet again.
Innocent encounter turns out to be very sinister years later.
I've already posted once on here, but this is the initial story I considered posting. In an Ask Reddit thread a long time ago on my old account, I answered as this being one of the creepiest things that has ever happened to me, and a lot of people were freaked out. So here it goes. Not very long. I apologize if it doesn't belong here because it's not scary enough. But for me, this was a very creepy close encounter situation. In 2007, I met up with a guy online and went on a date with him in London to a pub called the Princess Alice. Everything was going well enough, but at some point I ran out of cash and had to go to the cash point a little way down the road. So I exited the pub and got the cash. On my way back, I went to open the door to the pub and I was interrupted by a man who stood in front of me and blocked my way. He wasn't remotely scary, actually seemed really polite, said sorry for nearly bumping into me. So I ignore this and I go into the pub, and he said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, wait." I turn around and he says, "Sounds crazy, I know, but I've just won a huge amount of money on the lottery. Do you feel like celebrating? I've got a big bottle of champagne in the back and I'm thinking of going to a party." I laughed him off and said, "No thanks," then just went into the pub. This was a totally random, fairly odd but otherwise forgettable incident. Until I saw articles like these in the news. This has still creeped me out a little to this day. I know he must have approached a lot of women and I was just one. But you never really know who you're talking to.